Okay, my co host is here today. She's here to support me because, as you know, all my videos have had garbled audio. And as I've said before, Hewlett Packard and Best Buy say there's nothing wrong with my computer. So, when the garbling happens, and I hope it doesn't, use subtitles or mute it, but just let the whole video play out, please. I need the views back. Ah, shoot. What? Um, Welcome to the D. Louise book series. I'm Sita KRSTINA. This is where we read books and talk about books. No special effects going on here, no theme music. Just me being me being a real person. Um, this is Star Trek Next Generation recap. I've been doing this since for almost a year now. We've done them all, so if you haven't watched, please go back and watch those. Um, Please check out the If Done this afternoon. We're going through a Halloween period. Doing some Halloween cozies, some non-Halloween cozies, some more Halloween cozies. We also did suspense, thriller, horror. So please check those out too. Don't forget Flashback Monday, where I talk about all the books in the Romantic Times Book Review magazine. I usually choose 5 or so from each genre. Sometimes I get carried away. I've done as many as 80 books or more in that episode. Historical romance, contemporary romance, paranormal, urban, sci-fi, inspirational, done them all. Mystery and suspense. So please check those out. So this is season 6. This is disc 2. We did Schisms. We did True Q, which I ended up doing 3 times because it was garbled. I'm very depressed over this garbledness. And it's really horrible. I really don't know what to do. Today we're doing Rascals, and next week we'll do a fistful of Davis. So let's get into shoot, I went the other way. So today we're doing a fistful of Davis, and we start out with a voice overview from the captain. Captain's log start 8462355.7. Ensign Rowe, Kiko O'Brien, Guided, and I are returning to the Enterprise after a fascinating visit to planet Malorina. So Picard says, and I found these pieces in territory level of the dig. They're typical 2nd century Malonia cookware. Look at these markings. They're very familiar to the Tagward designs, but the patterns are more intricate. They're much closer to Veranian than to Lagam. Guidance says you are on the most beautiful planet in the quadrant, and you spent your entire shore leave in a cave. It was a very rewarding experience. Look at these fragments. They're nearly in perfect condition, and yet 700 years old. So is my father, Guidance says. Roe is a Derivian focus. Kiko has the trade plants that are left. Kiko says, actually, it's a Derivian calamus. You can tell by the shape of the leaves. I didn't know you were interested in plant biology. Rose says, I took a class at the academy. I don't remember very much, though. Worf says, overview, Enterprise to show the class for me. Why is it for me? Anybody got any ideas on that one? If you're still here, according to my analytics, you're all gone anyway. Go ahead, this is for me. Go ahead, Enterprise. We've just received a distress signal from the Starfleet science team on the Ghost 7. Can you identify the problem? Picard says, no, sir. The call was cut off in mid-transmission. Lay in the course and prepare to engage at warp 8 as soon as we're on board. Aye, sir. Roach says, we'll rendezvous with the ship in 3 minutes, sir. But then something happens. They enter this thing, and they try to get out of it. Okay, so there's the big blue swirly thing that they enter. You know, I've been saying this all the videos. He calls out to space, just calls out to the whole room. Enterprise to the shuttlecraft. No tapping fizz, no nothing, just screaming out to the air and expecting the computer to just go along with it. What's happening, Mr. Wolf? The shuttle has been enveloped by an energy field. Its engines and life support failed. Increase to full impulse, bridge to transporter room 3. Prepare to read the shuttle crew back once we're in range. O'Brien says, ready, sir. Roche says, I can't contact the Enterprise. There's too much interference. Picard says, transfer auxiliary power to the inertial dampers. Computer says, structural failure imminent. Breaker says, have you got them? O'Brien. O'Brien says, I'm trying, sir. O'Brien says, I can't get a pattern. Breaker says, the shuttle is coming apart, Chief. We've got to do it now. Transporter O'Brien, I've got them. There's a 40% drop in mass. Oh, Lord. Please let my sound still be here. Have you got them? I'm trying, sir. I can't get a pattern lock. The shuttle is coming apart, Chief. We've got to do it now. Transporter room says, O'Brien says, I've got them. There's a 40% drop in mass. Sorry, I read that twice. I may have lost one of them, O'Brien says. Transporter room. We got the kids instead of the easy. Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. Another moment, and he stops, startled by his own pitch voice, and looks at diminutive companions. Like, So now they're all in sick bay. According to the bioscans, the DNA structure is now consistent with those of pre-adolescents, but as far as we can tell, only their bodies were changed. Their individual intelligence levels and their behavioral responses are exactly the same as they were before the accident. What happened to the shuttlecraft, number one? The shuttlecraft broke up just after we beamed you out. Mr. Data is coordinating the salvage of us now, sir. What about the energy field the shuttle passed through, Dr. Crusher says? We're trying to scan it, but we're running into a lot of interference. It's going to take some time. Picard says we can't afford to stay here any longer. We'll leave a Class 4 probe behind to study the energy field, but the distress signal from the R7 has top priority. Let me know as soon as you have any further information, Doctor. Number one, you're with me. Captain, I need to run some additional tests. Picard says, of course. This review will remain as needed to assist Dr. Crusher, and Riker and Picard leave. So Guinan and Roach talk. Rose's like, what? And Guinan's like, you make a pretty cute kid. Great, just great. I want to be cute. Were you this much fun when you were a kid? I was in a refugee camp. Fun wasn't exactly in my vocabulary. Guinan says, what about now? You're not in the camp anymore. Fun is being back at work in my own uniform, she says. So they get to the bridge, and he's like, Mr. Worf, prepare to launch a Class 4 probe to the energy field. And they're just looking at him. They're like, uh-huh. And he's like, I realize how unusual this must seem. My appearance is a result of an accident involving myself and 3 other crew members. The effects of which Dr. Crusher is currently working to remedy. I assure you I am Captain Picard. then they all look at Riker, who gives a nod. The probe eyes her. Mr. Data, have you secured all the shuttle debris? Almost. It's being stored in shuttle bay 2, sir. Very well. Ensign, as soon as Mr. Data is finished, take us to Lagos Warp 8. Captain, Dr. Kush comes in and says, Captain, may I see you privately? And Picard's like, of course. So they go into his ready room, and he gets some hot tea. And she says, have you been able to discover the cause of my transformation? Crusher says, not yet. I'm still waiting for test results. I see. There are 103 members of the science team on the Guy 7. We should prepare Shuttle Bay 3 for triage center in case they have large numbers of casualties. We'll be ready, Dr. Crusher says. I see that Lagos 7 is prone to periodic volcanic activity. Perhaps the planet has entered an active phase. Jean-Claude, we need to talk. All right, let's talk. Are you here to relieve me of duty? I'd rather not have to take that step. I'm still John Picard. My judgment, my experiences, my mental capacities are still intact. That's true for now, but this could be the first stage of a condition that may begin to affect your mind as well. But you see no evidence of that. Not yet, but I do know is that the captain of the ship has undergone an extreme physical transformation, the ultimate effects of which I can't even begin to guess. You are asking me to step down. You are still John Luke Picard. What do you think you should do? Cute shot. Poor guy's got to step down. So then he comes out of his ready room, goes straight to Riker, and tells him to come take command of the ship until further notice. So then, Rowan kind of walking through the hallways. So what the hell am I supposed to do now? You're not supposed to be doing anything. That's what relief of duty means. Well, I should be doing something instead of just standing around waiting for them to find a cure. You're right. Let's go play. What? I haven't been young for a long time, and I intend to enjoy every minute of it. Fine, enjoy yourself. What are you going to do? Go back to your room and pout? I'm not 12 years old. If I want to go to my quarters and contemplate my situation, that does not mean I'm pouting. Okay, Guinan says. Oh, Ryan's feeling a little weird right now that he's married to a kid. So she's fussing around the apartment, whatever you want to call it, their quarters. And he goes, I could just a cup of coffee. How about you? I looked at it. 2 coffees, one with cream and sugar, the other black double sweet. I know double sweet. Careful, that's hot. Miles, I'm sorry. What's wrong? I don't know, but this feels wrong somehow. Miles, Edwin O'Brien, I'm still your wife. Well, technically, yes. Technically, no, I mean, of course you're my wife, but you're also 10 years old. Beverly said it's actually closer to 12. That's not the point. So what's the point? Is our marriage over? I didn't say that. But until they find a way to reverse this effect, it's going to be hard for me to ignore the fact that you're a little girl. What if they can't find a way? What if I'm like this the rest of my life? What does that mean for us, for our family? So the kid wants Chico to tell her a bedtime story, and she doesn't believe that that's her mother. That must be really heart-wrenching for Kiko to have her kid not think that she's still her mother. That just must be heart-wrenching. Then we get an overview from Riker. First officers like supplemented. The Enterprise has reached the LEGO system, and we've begun to search for the missing Federation science team. The Dr. Crusher reports no progress on a cure for the members of the shuttle crew. So Troy comes in to secret card. I came to see how you're doing. I'll have to speak to my tailor, but otherwise I'm well, thank you. It's just so ridiculous. I can't really take myself seriously like this, counselor. If Dr. Crusher can't find a cure, if I have to stay this way, nobody's going to take me seriously, are they? I would say the people that know you and have worked with you will be able to make that adjustment eventually, but there are some people who would find it difficult to accept a 12-year-old captain. In that case, I suppose I'll have to wait until I grow up again before I can get another command, which might be in 10, 15 years. The question is what to do until then. You're still a Starfleet captain. I'm sure there are other assignments that could be given interim. I've spent the last 30 years of my life aboard starships. I'm not going to sit behind a desk now. You can return to the academy, take another degree, brush up on your Latin, and be Wesley Crusher's roommate. I'll admit that returning to the academy does have a certain appeal, but I've spent my life looking forward. Going to the academy again feels like looking backwards. Then again, you can spend your time exploring other interests, archaeology, for instance, and leave Starfleet. Not permanently, but just about. You could spend a few years crawling through caves and digging up artifacts and still have enough time to become the youngest admiral in Starfleet history. It would give me a chance to take up Dr. Langsford's offer and accompany her to the ruins on 7-4. But to leave the Enterprise? In a way, you're lucky. You might have a chance to do what most people only dream about, have a second childhood without the pain of growing up again. So then Riker and Dr. Crusher in her office. This is Picard's ribo something structure. From a tissue sample I took this morning, it's the same as I took before the accident, except it's missing the key Veronic sequence. It's been a long time since I did genetics, doctor. She says RVN is one of the key factors in developing puberty, unlike DNA, which never changes. RVN takes on some additional sequences during adolescence. These sequences determine how we develop physically. Without them, we would never mature into adults. Exactly. Somehow these sequences were eliminated in the captain and others during transport. What do we do? Well, we have a couple of options. There are these plants. Chico was carrying on the shuttle. Whatever turned the crew into children turned these plants into seedlings. I accelerated the growth of one of them and it developed into a perfectly normal plant. I don't suppose that would work with people. No, but at least we know that if we do nothing at all, they'll probably grow up just as they did before. That's one option. However, I do have the RVN patterns of all 4 of them. I might be able to send them back to the transport pattern and buffer and replace the missing sequences, but we can't even attempt that until we know why this happened in the first place. If we somehow they were to lose more Veronic sequences, they could get even younger, Riker says. So then Geordi and O'Brien are examining the shuttlecraft. Chief, I've got the sensor report on the shuttle breakup. It looks like the breakup began near the starboard bulkhead. There's some bulkhead fragments over here. My visor's picking up some turret shield stress damage, some microfractures. Hang on a second, what's this? It looks like tritanium from the hull. Yeah, look at this. Geordi picks up some of it. It's not tritanium anymore. Somehow the molecular structure on its alloys been changed, broken down into the constitution elements. The one at the bulkhead shattered. Yeah, I wanted to get some simple this down to engineering, but physiologic analysis. So, Ro and Skynet are hanging out. Well, this is exciting. Would you rather be playing with dolls? I'd rather be doing almost anything other than sitting here and watching you sulk. This isn't some kind of glorious second childhood gone in. Our bodies have been violated, changed. Doesn't that bother you? Sure, it bothers me, but at the moment I can't do anything about it, so I might as well enjoy it. Enjoy what? Where did you get the idea that being short and awkward is some of the kind of wonderful gift? There must be some part of your childhood that you didn't loathe. It took a long, depressing period of my life, and I was grateful when it was over. I'd rather not relive it. I bet you were a jumper. A jumper. You know, someone who jumps up and down on furniture all the time. What? You were a jumper, all right. The quiet ones that always look so innocent. You think you can turn your back on my neck, you know, bam, they're bouncing on the bed. Rose says that was the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of. Most of the time, I didn't even have a bed. But you did one time, sometime, and I bet you jumped on it. I most certainly did not. Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. You can barely resist the urge to jump up around on a Kathy and razor beast. Guided. Oh yeah. And Guided bounces up and down on the bed. This is ridiculous. That's right. And you don't dare join me, Roland. You don't like jumping on beds. And then she joins her jumping on beds. So, Jordy says, we think the shuttle was caught in a molecular reversion field, which caused the structure of the ship to deteriorate. When the field penetrated the hull, it also affected the shuttle's crew. When I tried to beam them off, I wasn't able to get a lock because the reversion field was masking part of their patterns, O'Brien says. Dr. Crusher says, if the transporter only registered part of the RVN patterns, that would explain why the key sequences are missing. Jody says exactly, with those key sequences missing, the transporter reconstructed them as children. If they're right, would you be able to use the transporter to reverse effects? I think so. As long as there's no reversion field to mask their patterns, we should be able to do it. Chief, can you adjust molecular imaging scanning to accept? Wolf says, Bridge to Commander Riker, go ahead. We're orbiting the LIGO 7, sir, that Wolf says. Riker says, I'm on my way. Riker comes in and says, standard orbit, and any sign of the science team. We've been scanning the area since entering the system, but our readings are being disrupted, causes extreme fluctuations in the electromagnetic field. However, there is no evidence of stellar or seismic activity, which would cause the interference, data says. And in response to our hails, Mr. Wolf, no, sir. I'm attempting to command two ships decloaking fore and aft, Klingons burger play. And they fire on the Enterprise, and the Enterprise takes damage. So they try and hail the ships, they get no response. The phasers, they're firing on the ship, they've done some damage, they've had casualties on decks 26 to 27. Sensors and secondary generators are offline. Life support is down to 67%. Jordy says the last shot still got auxiliary power and emergency backup. It's going to take at least an hour to get one power back online. Wolf says we've lost shields. Casualties on decks 35 and 40. I'm detecting transporter figures in cargo base. Okay, so then we have Ferengi engineering too. Worf is down for the count. So they have a little conference. They've got all the people on the bridge surrounded. He makes his demands. So then the Ferengi brings Picard to the room with the kids. And he starts organizing the kids. He goes, is everyone all right? No fatalities or injuries among the children. The Ferengi have taken control of main engineering and decks 23 to 37. We have to assume they've taken the bridge. Captain, do you know what they've done with the younger children, with my little girl? They're taking all the adults to the surface. It looks like they're keeping all the children on board ship. Where was your daughter? In primary care in deck 14. She's probably still there with the others. I won't worry. Don't worry about it. We need to regain control of the ship. Options? We could flood the ship with antiazinating gas. That's been locked out with the rest of the command functions. If it's typical for Ferengi, they're probably very pleased with themselves right now. Maybe even a little overconfident. Baby Picard says they might
They don't even need as much of their crew to hold the ship. We could use that element of surprise to give us a tactical advantage. A tactical advantage, says John Luke. Look at your team for a minute, kids. We just can't stand here while our ship is being commandeered. I'm not suggesting that we do that, but we can't act as we're still adults. No, I would not. Computer display an internal schematic of the diagram. I'm sorry, can't do that. Would you like to see some interesting plants to animals? It's a child's computer, remember? Computer, can you show me a picture of the inside of the Enterprise, Guy says. So the computer shows them a picture. Delete audio. All right, this will have to do. We're here. This is a service conduit that runs to here and then leads to Jeffrey 2. You and Ensign Rowe will still have to cross the corridor, but you can get to main engineering. Rowe and Kiko take the hatch of the crawler. Captain, excellent. Ready, make it so. So then the Ferengi is telling Riker of his plans. Riker says, I hope your profit margin is pretty high for this little because you're risking war with the Federation. We're not affiliated with the Ferengi Alliance. We are a business for ourselves. Yes, it will be highly profitable. For an investment of 2 surplus Klingon ships, every few repairs, and some weapons, we've netted a Federation starship and crew, not to mention a planet-rich Vendai. So that's what all this about. What do you do with the science team that was on this surface? They prove most helpful in extracting the mineral. You use them as slave laborers. The addition of your crew will slightly speed up the process for your ship. I'm sure it'll fetch a handsome price on the Romulan market. Before they can happen, we need to regain your access to your central computer. I'm not going to help you. I think that the mines on Lego 7 can be very hazardous. How many people on your ship? 1,014. Very hazardous, Commander. And then we switch back to the schoolroom. So then they all climb in the tubes here. So Picard sees Alexander with this toy and gets an idea. So Picard uses the toy to get the Ferengi's attention. Rowan and Guy go with the tubes to do some more of the strategic work. The Ferengi's playing with some more toys. And Rowan and Guy make it to engineering. Alexander steals some hyperspace from the Dr. Crusher's office. Alexander reports in that his mission was accomplished. Picard pretends that Riker is his father and gives Riker a secret code. He tells him that none of the games are working in the schoolroom, and the Ferengi made Daddy turn off the computers. Can't you turn on the kid's computer in the schoolroom? We just want to play a few games. Riker says, I don't know. I will let me tell me. I don't know if they'll let me do that, John, but I will ask. Thanks, number one. He's my number one dad. So I think Riker got the message to turn the computers on in the schoolroom. So they're having a little conference about turning the computers on in the schoolroom. I just thought I'd show this picture. It's cute. So they all gather around the computer in the schoolroom. And they put their plan in action. Command lockout has been released. Accessing transporter weapons deactivation program is in place. Transporter field standing by. We're ready. And then they use Alexander's toy to get out all the Ferengi. So then they're having Riker go over some stuff. The capacity function of the square root of the intermix ratio times the sum. And he's doing all these technical terms so the Ferengi won't understand anything. and they gave out all the Ferengi. So they've gotten rid of all the Ferengi. Captain's log started 46236.3. We have Lauren and his men in custody. The Ferengi Alliance has quickly disavowed any knowledge of these renegades. While the mining operation closed and our crew back on board, we can now turn our attention to other problems. So they're in the transporter room and they're working out all the DNA sequences and all that other kind of stuff. So the kids get back on the transporter. And the captain is returned to himself. I was wondering where she was when they were fixing everybody else. Rose drawing her mother. The funny thing is, I never really drew a picture for her when I was young. It was just for some reason I wanted to know. That's a wonderful thing about crayons. They can take you more places than a starship. It's my turn, isn't it? Only if you're ready. It's not quite as bad as I remember being a child. I mean, well, we better get going. Hurry. I mean, the transporter will still be there. Why don't you pass me the royal blue? And they sit down and they color a picture. And that is the end of Rascals. I hope you will return with me to see if this will update us next week. I hope you will go back and watch the others, and I hope you will check out Flashback Monday later this afternoon. Have a good one.